Literally.
Welcome to National Signing Day. Once you've selected your school, your college football career begins. If you have aspirations to see the field early, pay close attention to the depth chart. And even if you didn't get your dream scholarship, you can be a walk-on at any school. Plus, there's always the transfer portal if you need a change of scenery down the line.
Where's the Fighting Irish? Ooh, I can. Ooh, it's California. Hey there, bud. Ooh, I like it. Yeah, the Cali. Where's the Fighting Irish? No, I wouldn't be able to walk on for them. Drywall. Okay. That's the most interesting me. I now need to find that out. I want the Fighting Irish, man, but go here. Interest level high. Job security high.
Now it's time to pack your bags and head off to college. Good luck on your career. Oh, and before I go, welcome to your freshman year. It's time to spend the skill points you have already earned to upgrade your player. Additionally, each week, you will need to manage your workload. Activities like practice will earn you coach trust. And as your coach trust increases, you can improve your spot on the depth chart and gain more play calling flexibility. Now, let's get to work.
Advanced week. Drywall. Says Logan. Practice. Start training. This is my first time playing this game. I love it so much.
Lasso! Ready?
Snap. Woo! Woo! Ah, it's fluent. I love it. Oh, shoot, Oh!
Jackrabbit!
Jackrabbit. Boom. Oh!
29 Philly!
I love this so much. Go. Oh, got him!
Easy! Ready,
Ooh, shit. Ah, okay. You got me there. I was trying dead leg. Yep, I don't got the jumps. Who would have guessed the white boy can't jump? Oh my god, that block. Imagine he would have just ran off. Yeah. Oh, they got me in. Yeah. Fuck.
Here we go! Go!
Ooh. I dodged into him. Fuck. Ah.
Here we go!
Go. Juke. Oh. Fuck. Ah, yep, you got me. I won. They're fucking stupid.
Spider! Let's go!
Go. Coach Trust. I'm still halfback 4. Soon, if I get, I'll go up against Hugo Smallwood. Hugo, that's not Hugo, that's Hugo. Take the agenda though. Team building. Had to make sure I'm prepared for this. Footwork drill? Oh. Fuck.
Pound 55 weak.
Oh.
42 spider. 4-2 spider. Here we go. Ready. Get set. Get set. Ready.
Shit. I immediately ran out there.
Ready, go.
What the fuck? I'm just gonna sit on the bench until I'm allowed in.
Nestled on the banks of the Hudson River, Nike Stadium, it will play host to some of the nation's finest today and another thrilling edition of Army football. Maybe you need a little caffeine, or maybe the sheer energy of this matchup will keep you wide awake, as we know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. As we'll see, the Astronauts taking on a team from the AAC, the Army Black Knights. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. I know this is disappointing, but plenty of teams have suffered early losses and come back to have great seasons. I mean, think of 1983 Miami, one of the great teams of all time. Blown out in the opener, won the national championship.
Well, some of us weren't alive. Everybody probably playing this game wasn't alive with that comment. But yeah, great example, Reese. But listen, your season isn't over. Things still down the road for you to look forward to, still improve on, can still have all of your dreams out in front of you. But, you know, 83, Jesse, I know you were playing college football then, but share. I think...
Okay, I'm back from scoring on TikTok. Later!
Easy.
Oof. Oh, oh shit. Oh, baby! Boom! Later, Blues! I love this game, man. It's so fun! It's fast! I like how fast it is! Why is it fast?
Cricket, go.
I love the speed of this game. Just the way I went. Yeah.
Slap.
Yeah, that was a clean tackle. That was so clean. Like I was about to get by and he immediately just dragged me down. That was awesome.
Lasso.
That is one hell of a way to tackle the young man.
Jackrabbit.
Young man, there's no need to feel old. I say, old man.
29.
There's no need to feel young. I say, old man. You feel really old when you go. Get up and your back hurts. It everything hurts because you're 30 years old.
Ready. Now. High. Moves. Reset. Come on, set. Ready.
The way this kid goes ahead and wins is impressive. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice. Wait, no, fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on me. Fool me 3 times, shame on me again. Fool me 4 times, why do you keep fooling me? Leading into the PlayStation finger.
Play specs for what it. It's hard to understate just how and even today. Thanks, mummy. Cherish it fondly. Their lives, there's one element, one snippet of the PS2 history that often raises an eyebrow whenever I bring it up.
Stadium in Boca Raton, Florida, where
The the smaller PS2. The iToy was released in 2003 and is a camera accessory for the PS2, which projects you on a TV and allows you to stroke something and letting you take out your dad in the background singing in a chair wasn't the only thing the iToy could do. It was also made for you to play a number of exclusive games based around motion detection, and even sound detection. Like iToy, but I already have one of them. Even though Sega had technically come up with this idea 3 years prior with the Dreamcast Dream Eye, that idea went just about as far as the colon, meaning that iToy was the first commercial version of camera-based gesture controls in console video games, which would then get furthered along with the PlayStation 3's PlayStation Eye, which would eventually pave the way for touch-based game control with the PlayStation Finger. This camera was way before Kinect and a good few years before motion control fever hit the mainstream on Nintendo Wii, so why does iToy feel so forgotten? I don't know.
And then finally, the gut-wrenching loss at the end of
The same camera that I've had since I was 9 years old when it first came out, and I absolutely loved it back then. In fact, while I was filming my Kinect video a few years ago, in many places I was convinced in my memory that the iToy actually worked better and more consistently than Kinect. But the problem there is, would you trust the memory of a person that whenever they hiccup, there's a 50% chance that they'll do a big shit? And that's why I wanted to revisit the iToy today, to see if it held up. I figured the only fair way to do that was by buying the entire collection of every single iToy game that was ever released in every region. Can't get much more conclusive than that. And in fact, I've gone so deep down the rabbit hole of trying to find every iToy exclusive game that I've even proven Wikipedia wrong, a website that has never been wrong a single time. It's not 25, it's actually 28. And no, I'm not going to update the page myself because I'm better than that, so you stick it in your bits, Wikipedia.
Fine.
File. Is the iToy as good as I remember? Did it run so that the Kinect could just walk? Will it stop looking at me with its eye? Well, let's find out with the PlayStation 2 iToy. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you like this video, then please leave a like and subscribe to my OnlyFans. Yeah, of course it wasn't going to be that easy. This is 2003, remember? When everyone had a TV they could share a meal on. You can't just stick this on top of modern TVs, not even the silver revised model that lost weight. So before I could even start using this beast, I had to trade in my dignity and buy myself this bloody thing. Possessors teach, screen top shelf. Mount Lund seconds without any tools. It's a shelf for the top of your flat screen TV. Did you know this was a thing? I didn't, but luckily I managed to get the suspension type. Put your router on top of it, put your remote on top of it, put your flash drive on top of it with glasses, put your flash drive on top of it without glasses. Freely adjusted full desktop. Maximum carry, rack only takes 2 seconds. Easy to install. No. This is proof that God has left us. Hang on, wait, let me think something. Give me a sec. Yep, that's it.
That's a star player, meaning he's meant to be one of the best players on this team. And I just snapped his ankles like that.
Revolutionary tech. It naturally opens up with an instructional video of how to set it up. The only other thing you need is TV.
Here we go.
I don't want you to get your TV.
I don't have.
Video you're probably watching with your TV and PS2 hooked up. The next thing you need to do is grab your Nan's body from under the floorboards and then puppeteer her around the house to smash it all up so you can claim it. And then when the room is clear, make sure you're 1.5 to 2 meters away from the TV, in the center of the frame, and not too bright or too dark. Place the camera in the middle of your TV. Oh, wow, what a great idea. Hello, young lady. You don't use the controller. These are controller-free games. So instead, you pretend the camera is from NBC under Chris Hansen catches you. By the way, you know how the Kinect screams and shouts at you when it can't see you? You're too close. Yeah, well, have you set out Alpha, the iToy? Your whole body close to the camera. Yeah, not only does it still work, but it doesn't cry you either. People scan. French. So this is it. This is the eye toy, man. What I'm doing right now? No, I'm not the queen. This is how you navigate 99% of the eye toy library. Waving over the button. When they say you aren't to control the tool, they're really committed to it. What is it? What's messaging? Record a message. Who's going to see this? So it's the idea that, like, I can record a message and then people will, like, I can save it to the memory card, and then when I sell this memory card to like a flea market, will then find it and see what I had to say to them beyond the grave in 100 years. Greetings, Earthling. I'm Jim, and this is our house. I don't know if you used to live in a house, but if you still live in a house, this is what they used to look like. And if you do still live in a house, that's lucky, because I know your address. And I have a gun. Not even be upstate. And yes, I know, this camera image is Vaseline. It's ugly, like egg fried man. But I mean, yeah, it is. What a good critic you are. Give yourself a pat. You should work for Kotaku. Of course it's ugly. It's just under 240p and being blown up on a TV literally 9 times the pixels it can output. What do you expect from a camera with less megapixels than Ray Charles? Don't worry though, that messaging system is not all this game is. There are some things that we can play too. Or HIV, QT. You can't say that. She's probably a minor. I'm sorry, that's the guy from the Gorillas. That's straight up the guy from the Gorillas. I'm sorry. Well, there's, in game 1, beat the Gorilla, and I've got some people to beat the high score. Text them. Banging. I'm going to do some banging. I'm going to bang on my eye toy. It's a rhythm game. Imagine you're playing the drums on Guitar Hero World Tour, but the drums are missing and you've let all the flies get. It's standard stuff, but honestly, I'm more taken aback by how well it's registering my hands hitting the beat. I wish I had more to say about it, aside from it reminding me how unfit I am. Yeah. Next up is Kung Fu. Spelled like Kung. The year is 2000 BC, and the sleeping village has been invaded by a giant English. Your task? To clear out the whole of China from your living room. Not much.
Oh my god, that was disgusting when I hit him with... That spin move was fucking disgusting. Now, that guy tried so hard to stop me there, just to get complete fucking stuff. Ooh!
Oh, so you have to hit in the middle to hit the edges.
Yeah! Oh my god, this is the way you prove that you deserve to be a starter. Because that guy just got fired! He is a star! He is a star player, meaning he is one of the best players on this team. He's one of the most important players on this team. And he's getting treated like he's nothing. And he's gotten a total of 1 tackle. He hasn't gotten a single tackle yet.
You wash windows. You wash windows. You step over to you're cleaning windows, and then, like, this was your view. I keep a window dirty. What's that do? I got 250 numbers. If anything,
I got 250 numbers. Thank you, Billy. Thank you, Billy. Hey, no. Get back to Billy. Show more Billy. We need more Billy.
And as I came to discover, you don't need to use your head. Just use any part of your body, and then whenever the screen goes dark, look in the reflection and wonder to yourself why you can't just find a real ball and go outside. Next game, boxing. Hold your arms towards your body in a guarding motion to avoid attacks from the opponent's robot, and then hold your arms outwards away from your body in a punching motion to create an attack for the opponent's robot. I'm not gonna lie, for as accurate as everything has been so far on this camera, this is not perfect, but it's still functional, and honestly, more reliable and better than anything on the HD 2010 Kinect, even though I look like a favorite state. What are you so sad about? Well, thanks. Yeah. I'm so sorry, I'm not going to bullshit life. Next game, UFO juggler. Look me square in the eyes and tell me you love me. Wave over the UFOs to keep them from falling, but don't wave on them too much or else they'll get overexcited and start. At least this one requires a bit of thought, multitasking and restraint. If you just stand in front of the camera and move your whole body to cheat, it won't work in this game. So make sure you play it properly and get 0 points. But you know what? It's not important if you're flying a plane and it upside down and you hit it on the floor. What really matters is did you get 4,000 skill points? Next game, Switch Mystery. Madam, I'm a 7-year-old boy. What is a slap stream, you may ask? Well, let me show you.
Madam, I am a 7-year-old boy.
Primary charge for the cadets of Army, but on this field, the seeds planted by the likes of Davis, Blanchett, and Dawkins certainly have produced victory. Welcome to Mikey Stadium in West Point, home of the Black Knights of the Hudson. Today, two teams get set to square off in an inter-conference battle in the AAC. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Rice Owls, taking on a team looking for its first win, the Army Black Knights. 3 years sports college football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with me.
And then copy her while making sure in between to lurk right behind her in her hair. Whenever you're next on a subway and want to start a Simon Says dance off with a woman, just do this and it'll go really well. Next game, Ghost Catcher. Something strange in your neighborhood. Feeling of the ball. This game is like except for waving and slow moving targets instead of smacking quick ones. It's making me very sleepy. I'm going to go 6-6. Hiding in your bed.
You want to talk about building confidence?
The smell pushed her away.
Clutch plays.
Oh my god, we won!
Winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters. This team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today.
Yeah, you're looking like you have one build.
Big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment. That continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollock, I'm Reese Davis saying so long.
Because she
This has
bought
been
fireworks
another
that don't explode
presentation
unless a
of Sports
big
College
hairy
Football.
man matches them by colour and then hits fade. A common problem for a person born with one. You have to be very specific with your hand movements here, just like with hitting the centre of the balls in Kung Fu, but it's just a little bit slower and going. So that was I play. And I've got to say, for being the first game ever made, brand new, function-based tech, it's surprisingly competent. It's not complicated, kind of aspect, but for a 20-year-old tech developer, right? And iToy Play also took the chance to give you experimental things next to the minigames as a hint of what was possible and what could be done with the camera tech. You could see yourself underwater. Hey everyone, I'm Kevin Chris. I'm drowning for fun. I'm a whale.
I'm a whale.
You can't win the game. I'm everywhere, all at once, all the time, forever, and you never are able to get rid of me, which is a sad lesson in life that all of you need to know. Me being on YouTube, you can see yourself with balloons. Yay! So if you ever wanted a real birthday, can't allow one at home, you can now do it on PlayStation 2. You can see yourself in ice. Anybody ever wanted to be stuck in a cube of ice? Yes, me. You can see yourself materializing. This is really cool. I did this. I chose my new privilege. If I like double down really quickly. Now she looks like I disappeared. You can see yourself with sand in different colours. Okay. Oh, sorry everyone, I dribbled. Oh, I'm still dribbling. Sorry everybody. Life has been the same since Chernobyl. You can see
Chernobyl.
housing market, and you've got to just try and gather them all up and move them into shared accommodation over by the VW camper over there. You can see yourself being copied by your own TV. Oh, so still a. Oh, this is cool. I go over there.
29 Phil.
No, it's not Cornish Big boring, actually. You can see yourself with bees. This is making me nervous. So what do we do? Oh,
Ready, go.
it's bees. And that's the game. Bye. You can see yourself spewing rainbows. Hello, Doctor. I'm Queer.
Let's go.
I must warn you about the year 3017 when we lose crayon. And we can't draw on the paper. And you can even see yourself with leaves. Wow! Mum, I've always wanted to play with leaves for fun. Can you get me the leaves playing video game? You know when people say touch grass? For God's sake, go outside and touch leaves. What are we doing? My ultimate favourite one, though, is that you can see yourself having a fit without the mess. Fight. Get in with the mess.
Here we go. Get set.
This is what's fresh.
Group someone to beat these together.
I don't need that tickle. I'm fine. Like, I'll see you same time next week, right? See, I changed my mind. This is my new favourite one. No effect.
Igloo. Ready.
Oh, we didn't lie about that. I'm sorry, everybody. I was just busy listening to Jamiroquai's Toy Crew. Yeah, I mean, why the hell not? You've got some new motion camera tech for a game console. Of course it's Pipe. Oops, got the first game for the PS2 that allows you to control it with your ass. Get on up to get on down. What? Kick-in playlist featuring Madonna, Village People, Fatboy Slim, Last Ketchup. Hey everyone, do you know who I think of immediately after listening to Elvis? The best part of the bag for me, though, is that the first bonus feature listed is a calorie counter. Hi customer, thanks for buying our game, and a special bonus. Right, here we go. iToy Crew. It's the Freaky Beats game from iToy Play, but like only on Deviant are expanded. There's plenty of licensed songs to dance to, and the game recognizes everything you do to a T. I'm actually kind of stunned, to be honest. This pinky little thing has no right to play this well. Young man, there's no need to feel young. I said, old man, you have got a bad bag, and you'll stay there. When you fall on the floor and you can't get up, you're 30. It's fun to stay on the floor. I mean, what else is there to say? It's a rhythm game and it worked. But now you're in it, you're flapping around like a duck. Escape the hound. This is basically as simple to get into yet difficult to master as DDR, but with your hands. I like this game. Go and get it and then invite your friends over to play it, as long as they can fit. Oh, tennis. This one is my song. This one. Yeah. Whoa. No. This is not discrimination. We are family. And all the pirate systems are I'm going deeper on the ground. I'm digging. Oh, I found my ancestors.
Welcome to Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Late Lincoln Financial Field, and it is indeed home to the 2018 Super Bowl champion Eagles. The lake also is home to the Temple Owls. There's just something about the nightcap. After a day of wall-to-wall football, it just seems this is when chaos ensues. As we'll see a squad from the AAC, the Army Black Knights, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Temple Owls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis.
In any other circumstance, I would usually go into immense depth and detail about the history of this game and then critique it through the lens of its mechanics and then impact on the video game industry as a whole. But this one time I'm not going to do that because this game opens up with you sucking farts out of a pig.
I'm sorry, what?
Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
I want to see how this story mode unfolds. However, if there is a story mode within this game and there is a story happening, there's only so much that Duolingo Burn can help me, and that's going to make things difficult. But actually, does that matter when the first thing the story asks of you is to suck big ones out of a pig's hole out of a steady cannon? No, it doesn't. So the next thing you have to do is mess up and get tissues everywhere for the splat that's sure to follow. And then follow that up with a game where you draw out Japanese letters on a light board that doesn't know if you're drawing them out accurately or powering an eco-friendly power station, so honestly, who cares? Do I need this founder of the kids itching under a skirt? I don't need that. I don't get why he's got cauliflower fingers. I don't get why these guys won't stop choosing their dudes. I don't get why there's a golden bulldog judging me. Oh no, red word. Great. Hey boys and girls, have you ever wanted to conduct an orchestra by drawing squares, drawing squares, drawing squares, drawing squares, and drawing a triangle? And then another square? Oh, watch out. Oh, watch out everybody. The nerd has loaded. After that, you get a game where you have to try and tickle your dad. And then you get to play a game when you're getting rid of all the pigs snotting all over you by clapping the bubbles. And yes, So many enemies. I wish I had that many Starlight Knight action figures.
No, not just Cody Coe.
Cody Coe is a YouTuber that probably doesn't need an introduction. I don't need to read the Wikipedia article explaining who he is. Explain who he is. I'm sure most of you are at least loosely familiar with his content. He's been very large on the platform for years now. And recently, some disturbing allegations have come out against him. Now, the allegations against him aren't exactly brand new. They're not, fresh off the battle bus, hot drop in here out of nowhere. They've actually existed for a little while now, but never actually received a lot of coverage or a lot of attention. Kind of just been sidelined, people not knowing about it or not talking about it, until yesterday when another YouTuber named D'Angelo Wallace gave some amazing coverage breaking down the entire situation here and going over everything that Cody Coe is accused of.
Someone has been alleging for years now that you, one of the largest commentary creators on YouTube, knowingly committed a crime against her when she was a minor. But YouTubers and viewers alike are ignoring and discrediting these allegations solely because the person making them happens to be an unlikable woman online, Tana Mojo.
Yikes. Yeah, that's some pretty awful shit right there. That's a huge allegation that actually has a lot of evidence backing it up, which D'Angelo Wallace covers in great detail in this video. It's not some imaginary nothing burger that someone squeaked out between their butt cheeks to try and ruin Cody Coe. It's a serious accusation that appears to have a lot of evidence about it.
I'm not here to accuse you of committing a crime in this video because I can't do that based on someone else's allegations. Nobody can definitively take these allegations as proof, but at the same time, they should still be looked at and not treated as an open secret and swept under the rug like you've been doing for so many years now.
I think that's a great point. Even though these are still allegations with nothing that's been proven, since there is so much supporting evidence around the claims, it definitely is something that needs to be examined thoroughly because it is a huge deal.
And speaking of this podcast, about a month ago, she hosted a live episode in front of an audience, and the conversation turned to you.
It was just all, oh my God, did no one look at me, Cody Coe?
This clip started making the rounds and people were understandably perturbed because if Tana Mongeau was 17, you would have been 25. So people started speculating and Tana decided to set the record straight.
I hooked up with Cody Hall when I was 17 and he was 25.
I'm going to go ahead and break down these numbers here because it seems like people are starting to struggle with math, like teriology starting to pop off with 1 times 1 equaling 2 and all that. I'm just going to go ahead and explain this. 17 is less than 18.
Yeah.
Thus, that is below the age of consent. That's a crime. And I already have seen comments on this situation about 17, who gives a fuck? That's basically 18 anyway. And it's this same dog shit, brain dead, concerning mentality, like your hard drive needs to be investigated type shit that we saw with Dr. Disrespect. Where they're like, no one should really care that Dr. Disrespect was talking inappropriately with a 17-year-old. Even though, once again, you absolute fucking Cro-Magnon, there is no evidence that Dr. Disrespect ever talked to a 17-year-old, not even he said that. It had only ever been stated as a minor. Everyone around Dr. Disrespect never mentioned 17. It's actual delusional Fantasyland Narnia type shit where people are trying to defend him by saying he was actually a 17-year-old, 364 days old, which is absolute fucking farce. Like, that's a load of fish. And even still, it's bad. I don't know how we've devolved so much where all of a sudden 17 is now something people try and justify. So like in this case right here, you'll have some drooling, stinky, bumbling morons in the comments saying how it's not a big deal because 17 shouldn't be an issue. You know, like, I think consent over in this region is actually 16, so really, he waited till she was old. Like, it's craziness. It's actually craziness. It is a crime. It is a minor. Still, it's bad. Like, I don't know why that needs to be explained all of a sudden. Now, something D'Angelo Wallace does make a point of here is pointing out that Tana Mongeau is not well liked. I'm sure if you've been on YouTube for any length of time, you've heard her name and seen a lot of less than stellar things about her. She has a history of lying and putting on a lot of bad stuff and bad behavior. However, when it comes to this claim, this doesn't appear to be something that should be elevate her platform on the back of Cody Co's good name or anything like that. This is a story that's been told even a few years in the past about this situation here. So this isn't something that she just pulled out of thin air. This is actually an allegation that has existed for a long time that is only just now starting to surface.
She claims that not only were you fully aware of her age at the time, but someone even tried to stop you and you went ahead anyway.
There was a situation with Gabby Hanna at a Playlist Live where she pulled him aside and told him, like, yo, she's 17, and then we still went and hooked up.
To be clear, 17 is under the age of consent in many states, including Florida, where Playlist Live used to take place. So this means that Tana Mongeau is accusing you of statutory rape, and she's not trying to hide that.
This isn't just some crazy tea. It was a crime.
Remember how Tana said that fellow YouTuber Gabby Hanna tried to stop you before everything allegedly went down? Well, did you know that Gabby is actually on record telling the exact same story several years ago?
One time, I told a guy, I saw him making out with a girl at a party who was underage, and I pulled him aside and I was like, hey man, you probably don't know, I know she like looks a little older, she's underage. Watch it. And he was like, oh my God, thank you for telling me. And then he turned on.
This is really, really bad.
Really, really bad indeed. Pardon my potty mouth here, but this is fucking disgusting. Like, this is by far the most compelling piece of evidence presented because this is a completely separate third-party individual coming forward now with the same story years ago, exactly how Tana described it. Finding this clip was huge. I don't even know how it was unearthed. Huge props for finding this ancient artifact because apparently it'd been scrubbed from like everywhere. I don't even know how you would have even gone about finding something like this, but I really think it is an important piece to this story. It's a very strong piece of evidence, and it should hopefully showcase that this isn't just something Tana is making up on the spot for attention or anything like that. This is something that has been talked about for years. There's a lot of comments that get shown in the video with people shitting on Tana for bringing this up, like, oh, this is prehistoric. Why would you ever bring this up now? You just want attention, you absolute harpy. Oh, who cares? This is bullshit. It's all a lie anyway. All you do is lie. If liar, liar, plants for hire. you harlot those kind of comments, like unhinged people about this. And I really think that this Gabby Hanna clip that's been provided should shut that garbage down. Of course, it doesn't prove 100%, the authenticity of everything. As D'Angelo Wallace also explains, these are still allegations. But that is a pretty substantial piece of evidence there that should at least show why this needs to be talked about and should absolutely be addressed directly by Cody.
People make accusations all the time, specifically regarding things that are very difficult to prove or disprove, unfortunate as that may be. But when somebody makes an allegation and they say they have a witness, and that witness can be found telling the exact same story years before any of this came out, that's not something I can just ignore. In a situation that cannot be proven, corroboration by a third party goes a long way. I'm not accusing you of committing a crime, but even if what Tana says is false, your silence is still grossly incompetent at best.
It really is a pretty bad strategy here. This isn't something John Madden would draw up in the playbook. Burying his head in the sand and hoping that the storm blows through doesn't exactly work in a situation like this. I mean, I guess it has up till this point, since so few people were aware of it. But now that it's being talked about more and more, I do think that he's going to need to come forward about all of it. There is quite a bit of time in the video dedicated to the community's response to the allegations, because it is bad how, viewers have responded to all of this. Basically, and it is a good point that D'Angelo Wallace made, because Tana Mongeau is widely disliked by the broader YouTube audience, when she was the one putting these claims out there, people attacked her, dogpiled her for saying things like this. They jumped on her like she had just, killed a puppy in front of them. People responded to her in the worst possible way with these allegations. And Tana made a really good point where she said if this was any other YouTuber she was talking about, one that wasn't as highly regarded as Cody, the response would be completely different, where she'd be getting sympathetic messages and support for coming forward with her experience. But because it's Cody, it's been a biblical smackdown in the comments against her, which is just a crazy response to something like this. I mean, there were some lunatics there, like genuinely hateful people saying the most misogynistic shit you could find in the comment section about this because she dared come forward with her experience and talk about that situation. Now again, yes, they are allegations. Nothing has been proven. But there is a lot of evidence here that should at the very least get a response from Cody Ko about all of this. And it's not like he's not aware of what's happening. As pointed out in this video, he is seemingly censoring his YouTube comment section.
And now you're choosing censorship. On your YouTube channel, where you've been putting out content nearly every video, I couldn't find a single comment on your last video of this situation. Not even one. Where every single comment I saw was about this. It's clear that you're heavily...
Nestled on the banks of the Hudson River, Mikey Stadium. It will play host to some of the nation's finest today and another thrilling edition of Army football. Today, two teams get set to square off in an inter-conference battle in the AAC.
No. Don't hop that Star ads. Only Zone Zero.
I actually went and checked this myself because this is a Lego build that you can follow along with at home. I went to his latest upload and clicked newest in the comment section because surely you would see some now after this is being blown up into a huge story. But even when filtering on his newest upload by newest comments, I still only found a couple of comments that referenced this. So it really does seem like it's being heavily censored in the YouTube comments. Because with how big the story is, you would expect a lot of them, especially when you look at his Instagram. But somehow, nothing on YouTube? Yeah, that's very suspicious. That definitely smells like he is censoring the comments there. So it's not like he doesn't know what's going on here. Tana also said that he had found out at some point kind of about this, saying are we good? So it's not something that he's just unaware of, and that's why he has. D'Angelo Wallace also points out how he's responded to things in the past, like he paywalls an apology for moments of that surface where he was using
expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to straight.
Not many people know that you've already lost fans over an eerily similar topic. You used to frequently feature and promote your college friend Colby Leachman in your videos until it came out that during your school days, Leachman's university put him on probation for its United States District Judge concluded that non-consensual videotaping of a setback with another student. Lying to the police about the video and behaving horribly to that individual and at least one other woman. To make matters worse, the woman in the video also alleged that Leachman drugged her before the recording and that she hadn't actually consented to anything at all. You had this man in your videos. You were telling us to follow him on Instagram, and at some point you did wise up, so he's no longer part of your content, but he still seems like he's very much a part of your friend group. From the continued hangout sentiment to inviting him to your wedding just last year, people are under the impression that you're best friends with someone who had that. And at worst, is an alleged rapist. And no matter how many times we've discovered this information over the years, you refuse to say anything at all.
That is baffling to me. Like, it's one thing to be friends with someone who turns out to be a monster. But once you learn that they're a monster, that's where it should stop. I've said this before. If my best friend Matt turned out to have, like, a secret double life, you know, a Jekyll and Hyde situation where Matt goes out there and he does something truly heinous, I would put them out of my life. I wouldn't be able to go forward being friends with someone like that. You know, giving him a fist bump saying, hey, we're still bubble buddies, bro. I couldn't do that. So it's so weird to me that Cody can, and when people have talked about it in the past, apparently Cody is very odd.
I haven't seen a single channel over 1 million subscribers do so much as acknowledge that this situation exists. And I'm not talking about channels that never would have discussed something like this either. I mean the same channels that were rightfully calling out people like Dr. Disrespect for texting a minor, which are the same channels that are now completely ignoring a scenario with an even bigger creator being accused of doing something much worse.
D'Angelo Wallace makes a point a couple times in this video about the silence on this subject being staggering. YouTube ecosystem, there's tons of commentary channels that'll cover a wide variety of topics, sometimes rumors that aren't nearly this serious. You know, like a 2-part docu-series on that time Markiplier allegedly pooped without peeing. Or, in my case, I'll make a whole rant going over how aliens probably aren't visiting us via theoretical warp drives to haunt our boners. And yet, somehow, a story that's this serious just slips through the cracks and didn't have many people talking about it until very recently. So I'd like to at least take a quick moment here to explain why I hadn't covered it. Now, I did hear the whispers about this Cody Co allegation about a week ago now, where someone in stream chat had mentioned, hey, have you heard what Cody Co apparently did with Ncaa Mojo? And on stream I asked what they were talking about because I hadn't heard shit about that. Eventually another chatter explained that I could find more information about it on Reddit because a conversation was starting to develop around those allegations. So I made like a note of it and then went to bed. Following day I got home pretty late and then went to follow up on things from the previous night. Sometimes during stream I'll make like tabs about what people are telling me to look up. I don't do react content on stream or anything anymore, so it's like a video that people are recommending I check out to get caught up on something or whatever. I'll make a tab for that video and then watch it when I get back the following day. And when it came to the Cody Co thing with the Reddit post, by the time I got to it, it was deleted. So I kind of assumed that maybe their claims were just baloney. And I didn't see a whole lot of chatter about it. I saw a couple of tweets that loosely talked around it, vaguely, and I just didn't look into it deeper than that. And I recognize now that that was a mistake, so I'm sorry for that. But I just didn't find a lot of information at the time. Until, of course, last night when D'Angelo Wallace posted the video covering all of this. So I know the speculation has been made that the reason people aren't talking about the Cody Co situation is because he's a channel that a lot of people respect and is friends with a lot of the community. So no one wants to speak out against their friends or a channel that they respect so much, thus they're trying to help, bury it or not let it, erupt into the mainstream. For me, that wasn't the case. When I went looking for the info after that stream, I didn't find anything. Big enough dive on it to get access to, so I kind of stopped looking, which again was a mistake. I've talked about Cody Phil's content in the past. I've liked his content. I've respected him as a content creator. But I've never said that we were friends or anything. I went on his podcast one time, and I think we only ever talked on Twitter DMs as well. We weren't exactly like inseparable friends.
On other fields, on other days. That's the primary charge for the cadets of Army. But on this field, the seeds planted by the likes of Davis, Blanchard, and Dawkins certainly have produced victory. Welcome to Mikey Stadium at West Point, home of the Black Knights of the Hudson. What we have in store today, a clash between a pair of AAC squads. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the East Carolina Pirates taking on the Army Black Knights. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David.
Of who you are. But what does your digital trail reveal? Find out with our free digital footprint scan. All you have to do is input your email and hit scan now. It only takes a few seconds. Uncover insights, protect your privacy, and take control of your online presence before it's too late. Trust me, you don't want to have to recreate your entire digital presence because you had exposed data all over the internet. So definitely check it out. Start scanning now and see what your digital footprint says about you.
I'll look that up. Someone mentioned it earlier. Apparently the creator of Mighty Magiswords on Cartoon Network got busted for child porn. I don't know that series, Mighty Magiswords.
I'm not sure. I found it
I've
funny.
never seen this or even heard of it. Came out in 2015, ended in 2019. Kyle Perosa, arrested on CP possession charges. Accused of do not apply to drawings, figurines, statues, or films rated by the Motion Picture Association. Well, no shit, I don't think the Motion Picture
Scoreboard
Association
operator
is
got
rating
a
child
workout
porn.
in this
Like,
one.
wait,
Fun
what does
game
that
for
mean?
us to watch,
Am I
but they
stupid?
can't
Why
come
can't
up with
I
the
have
W.
part with that?
Yeah, and it's a team game, right?
Oh
The
my
offense
God.
did their job,
I
and now
totally forgot
defense
that
will have to
I
find a
switched
way in the future to make better plays,
So
get
sorry.
stops, and stop
Because
you
I
scoring so
switched
many
the,
points, especially when your offense
source.
does their job.
And we see a lot of games like this in college football when both offenses are just trading blows back and forth, and it just comes down to which defense can get a stop. Unfortunately for the losing team, they just were not able to get it.
He looks like he owns
So
it.
that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollock, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
I guess now, but it's worked as a board artist on a lot of big shows here. What I was saying though, now that we're all here together, this last line is very confusing. So it's talking about how it can be charged with misdemeanor or felony, punishable up to 1 year in county jail or 5 in state prison. If found guilty of either charge, Carosa will be ordered to register as a sex offender. The crimes he is figurine statute rated by the Rotten Tomatoes for it. Like, I don't, like, what am I not understanding? I'm pretty sure it just means this wasn't like Molly hentai, it was actual legit CP. Okay. I feel like there was a better way to say that. Like,
Yeah,
had to be
wait.
a better way of getting that point across. He worked on 124 episodes of Adventure Time as a board artist. They mainly talked about his credits with like Fairly Odd Parents, Casa Grande, Animaniacs, Snoopy, Doc McStuffins, whatever the fuck that is, Fishhook. Looks like Cartoon Network can't clown on Nickelodeon for having predators anymore.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, no, he was a part of
Can't clown on
Nickelodeon.
anyone. They're closed. What do you mean? Wait, was Cartoon Network actively doing that, like in their marketing material? Yeah, Nickelodeon's got SpongeBob and also some predators, not like Cartoon Network. You're taking shots somewhere? Where was that? Oh, apparently they're not actually getting shut down. Wait a minute. That was still just an unsubstantiated rumor, apparently. They're still going to continue with original programming. It's just that they had huge layoffs. What's your stance on separating art from artist? I've said this 100 times now. I used to firmly believe that you can separate art from the artist until Ian Watkins, lead singer of the Lost Prophets. They were once my favorite band. I even had them as my website background music that would play when you visited my Pixo site called coldflames.pixo. I was a huge Lost Prophets fan. Ian Watkins turned out to be a massive pedophile, an actual baby raper.
Oh, what the fuck?
And once all of his crimes made it to the public eye, I could no longer listen to that music. It was impossible. Especially because one of the songs that Ian Watkins made with Lost Prophets was literally him subtly bragging about being a pedophile in the music. When you look back on it, knowing what he was doing.
Green 25.
So, I used to believe you can separate art from artist. I don't think you can do that, or I don't believe that that's possible in certain circumstances. So, like, if I was a Mighty Magiswords fan, I probably couldn't watch it anymore because of this. Would you watch a Kevin Spacey movie? Yeah, I don't think I could do it for Kevin Spacey either. But the difference about Kevin Spacey is...
Just real quick, I don't think I can watch a Mighty Magiswords episode. In fact, first off, I don't use cable anymore. Second off, looking back on the jokes in it, back in 2018, 2017, 2016, yeah, goddamn, you're gonna have me laughing my ass off. Now that I have a more mature humor, still laugh at the word penis though. Fucking balls. But you'll never get past that. But like, the jokes in it are definitely just gonna make me go, okay, don't care.
Part of a movie, whereas Lost Prophets, again, for example, he is the music. He wrote the lyrics, helped compose the music. Whereas Kevin Spacey, he's just like a small component of an overall bigger product. You know what I mean? So maybe I could do it for Spacey. But I haven't seen a Kevin Spacey movie since The Allegations. But for this show, couldn't you make the argument this guy's cartoon had multiple writers? Yeah, but this is still his vision. This is still like his voice. Like I can watch Adventure Time. If he was a board artist for Adventure Time, I can still watch Adventure Time and not feel like weird about it. Like, I don't think that's going to ruin Adventure Time for me or anything. But if I was a fan of this show, I don't think so. Yeah, it's actually crazy how Kyle Carosa actually looks like that quintessential, like, Predator image. I actually thought this was a joke. Hold on, it still might be. I don't know cartoonbrew.com. This still might not actually be what he looks like. Let me see. Because it looks too much like the stereotypical Predator. Let me see. Nope, that is just straight up what he looks like, huh? Yep.
Why is people talking?
Oh, yikes. That looks like if you typed in, like, Predator in the chat GPT and, like, made sure to take out the movies from it, like the Predator movies, and just said, like, Child Predator or something, this would be the image it spits out. Are you able to separate art from artist with Rurouni Kenshin? No, Rurouni Kenshin is ruined for me. Yep, I can never watch or read Rurouni Kenshin. What's even... Oh, two people just asked that at the same time. What's even more deplorable about Rurouni Kenshin is that the wider anime community, like the manga community, forgave him for it.
What?
And overall got off with a very slight slap on the wrist. So no, I absolutely cannot read, watch, or appreciate Rurouni Kenshin at all anymore. And I used to love that show growing up. They used to come on right before Yu Yu Hakusho, I think it was, and it was fire. Used to love it. Matosai the Manslayer. It's such a shame. What happened with Rurouni Kenshin? Author's a huge pedophile.
Oh.
Got busted, ton of CP, but wasn't really punished for it, and a lot of manga greats actually wrote letters of endorsement, like character pieces, forgiving him and saying why it's not like a big deal. It was lunacy.
I wonder why...
This man reminds me of the fat guy from Austin Powers. Fat bastard? How? When was the last time you watched Austin Powers? What? No, man. Not really. He literally looks like if you AI generated a pedophile. I don't know where you get the fat bastard comparison. I even pulled him up just to double check. This is not close. This is just not close here. The only thing in common is maybe the double chin. Maybe. And the mutton chops. These aren't mutton chops. Hey, wait a minute. This is, like, neck beard chops. Mutton chops, even on Fat Bastard, they stop at where the jaw is supposed to be. This weirdo fucking let it ride down to like his collarbone. He looks like that rat guy from Harry Potter. Put some fucking respect on that guy's name, Peter Pettigrew. And he kind of does, actually. I think that's a much better comparison. Here, I'll pull up Peter Pettigrew for you. Now, he's missing the chops, but I really do think you put glasses on Peter Pettigrew and now we're talking.
Why is it be signed as a walk-on? Fuck! Oh my god. I just need to get this.
I've never been a huge believer in fate or destiny, that people's lives follow a predetermined path that they're forced to go down. I've never really subscribed to that belief until recently. I think there are people out there that are just born to be losers, just like a joke Herman. I've never been a huge believer in fate or destiny, that people's lives follow a predetermined path that they're forced to go down. I've never really subscribed to that belief. Mr. Beast just dropped a new video where I compete in a big old game, but that's playing second fiddle to the drama it just spawned with me in the center of this singularity here. It sent Twitter into a piranha-feeding frenzy here, with me getting spaghettified in the middle of this black hole of drama. So, let's make like a package and address it. It's this clip right here.
What's up, bro? Hey, nice to meet you. I like your videos. I know you talk some but
everybody hates Logan Paul. I'm super happy that people don't take it personally.
I don't. I understand. You know, here to be.
Tennessee, and also Prime's pretty fire. Thanks. I'm not allowed to say it on camera.
I get it, bro. I get it.
Hey, bro. Good luck today, right?
Yeah, likewise, bro. Likewise, sir.
People are already lining up with the pitchforks, lit torches, and spit out apple juice about how fake I am and how I folded in front of Logan Paul in person, cowering in fear, piddling my little britches. For some reason, the biggest part about that is what I said about Prime, which is like, oh, Charlie's super fake. He shits on Prime online, but in person, behind the scenes with the mask off, he actually loves it. I'm not sure if this is people maliciously lying about me, like Pinocchio, or if they just genuinely don't know, or maybe heard something that was wrong, but I've never shit on Prime. I've actually only ever talked positively about it on stream or in videos. Me saying it's pretty fire, but I can't say it on camera is literally the simplest joke ever, like a water cooler joke at work. I've talked about it on camera numerous times. Anytime I've ever been asked about it or made a video where it's been a subject, I've always mentioned that I actually think Prime's pretty good. Like, here's a quick example of a video I made a year ago when there was those like wakey wine scams or whatever about Prime, all just to get their hands on some Prime. I've had it before because in the States it's not rare, it's not hard to come by. I could walk outside right now and find like an unopened pallet of Prime. It's really just in the UK that this hysteria is sweeping the entire nation. It's going absolutely crazy there. So I've tried it, I think it's good, I have no complaints, but I certainly wouldn't be beating some ass and being that desperate to get my hands on a bottle. And I still wouldn't, you wouldn't catch me running around like fucking Frankenstein's monster trying to hunt down a pallet of Prime, but it's good. And I've always said that on streams and in videos, so I don't know where this narrative is that I've shit on it publicly, but behind the scenes I'm actually like an addict injecting it into my veins or lying to Logan Paul about it. I've always consistently said I actually like Prime. I think it's pretty fire. So I don't know why that's something that's sticking. Like, I prefer gamer subs, obviously. That doesn't mean every other drink that's a competitor is bad. It's not. But now let's get to that second part where Logan Paul's spiritual pressure sent me to the floor like it was right out of the Bleach anime, and I was just trembling in fear to confront him directly. So, this was filmed a month or so ago, a little over a month ago now. Since then, he is now apparently suing CoffeeZilla. Either Logan or someone on his team is suing CoffeeZilla, which is a massive fucking L. That is brain dead activity for sure. But And when this was filmed, that wasn't happening. What was happening was he was publicly trying to make amends with the victims of his CryptoZoo scam that he butt-fucked them all with. And as far as I know, he has been paying some people back, and at the time was still in the process of paying people back. Whatever, like, program he set up for it. But there was none of this lawsuit going on. And one of the first things that he said was that he actually deserved all of the shit that he got for it, for all of the mistakes that he made. I think it's all was saying something to a similar effect there as well, from what I recall. At the time, he was in the process of trying to fix all the dog shit that he put innocent people through. And when I talked about this on stream and in the videos about CryptoZoo and what was going on with it, the updates, I had always said, as long as the victims are made whole again, they get their money back, that's a happy ending. But Logan is still a scumbag for ever doing it in the first place, which is something that he also said he deserved everything he got from doing it. So, I've always said as well that I never harbor hatred for someone who will actually game with just holding a grudge forever. It's childish. If someone is actually willing to learn and grow from things, I'm more than willing to break bread with them. Logan Paul was very respectful of not only all the other competitors, but all of the staff at the event as well. So when he reached out to say hi, I was more than willing to be receptive and mature about the situation. He immediately opened up about all of the problems that he had caused and how regretful he was. So what would be the point me getting there and just spitting on him?
Mikey Stadium. It will play host to some of the nation's finest today and another thrilling edition of Army football. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Air Force Falcons taking on a team recharged after a much-needed bye week, the Army Black Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis.
All that was happening was him seemingly actively trying to fix all of the things that he fucked in the face. Now, as for the not taking things personally statement, I've been very consistent with that from the very beginning. When I make a video about something, it's usually just for the sake of making jokes or being goofy about it, so I never really want whatever I'm talking about to be taken in a personal level or anything like that. Though that does vary on a case-to-case basis depending on how serious the topic is, because I've absolutely crossed the line.
Oh shit, the third string is out?
He'll ride his man on the option. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete.
It doesn't matter what run play you have called, if you're running it inside or outside. If the
Okay, I just got blocked.
On the option. Tackle is made after the first down.
Those fullbacks are grown men. Those guys are constant.
Here comes the option. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And great job getting in the backfield, making it very difficult to him to make.
I get handed the ball.
They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Got the first down.
Had the ball.
For more. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play.
Well, I know this is an option.
Running back goes in motion. The give to the back. Just enough there to get it to the 25 and pick up a 2.
Look at these weird routes they're having me walk. Like, I'm gonna run here. You hand me that. You don't even block.
He loses 4 on the carry. So first down didn't exactly go.
Yeah, probably because they have me running some fucking weird. Wow, the fuck is this shit? You want me to run the ball? You have me go down to the right and then up.
Every wreck wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course. And
So in total, for that game, I ran -2 yards.
Glorious. To be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media, it's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple of games start. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did. We saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives.
Okay, one thing I don't like is that I can't skip this.
That just means so much. This was a fun one to call.
That's going to do it for...
Absolutely crossed over the line and making things much more personal than they probably should. But usually I try and just keep it more surface stuff about why something is bad or whatever happened, whatever they did is fucking stupid or whatever. A great example is The Manny Show. I recently made 2 videos about The Manny Show's fraudulent copyright strikes, and The Manny Show just days ago where they took full responsibility. They explained that they hired a monetization manager who kind of went rogue and started striking channels against the Manny Show's will. Once they learned about it, they immediately fired that person, and they just took it all on the chin, took full responsibility, and made no excuses whatsoever, and even addressed all the videos that were made about the Manny Show, saying that it was all warranted and that they understand that it came from a place of just trying to look out for the ecosystem. The Manny Show doesn't believe in censorship, and it was just a really good response overall. And the Manny Show didn't take it personally. Even though what I was saying was very mean, for sure, like it definitely wasn't nice. I didn't exactly have the soccer boppers on. I was going fucking bare knuckle with some of the things I said about the Manny Show. They still didn't take it to a like personal offense or anything. Another great example is FaZe Rug. FaZe Rug was in this competition as well. FaZe Rug, I've also made a couple videos on making fun of. Absolutely. And FaZe Rug actually reached out like a year ago to talk about like, you know, hey, I hope you don't hate me, Charlie. Like, I watched your videos on me as well, and I want you to know, like, they actually made me laugh. And in person, FaZe Rug kept that same energy. He was a super nice guy who was talking about, like, yeah, that shit was kind of cringe, and the things you were saying made me giggle. And that's how I always want it to be when I make a video, covering something where even the protagonist who I'm making jokes about can watch it and not be mad, but instead be entertained about it. And hopefully not walk away from it thinking that I have this burning hatred for them that will never go away. Now, in Logan Paul's case, it is a little bit different, because with the dead body situation as well as the CryptoZoo scam, I definitely did get far more personal than just like surface level jokes, talking about him being like an actual piece of shit, surrounded by sycophant shit as well, that just continue to enable horrible behavior. But at the end of the day, all of it was geared towards a goal. In the CryptoZoo scam, getting everyone paid back and explaining why it needs to be paid back and is a horrible thing. So Logan Paul taking that and letting it not be personal but instead constructive is the best case scenario there. Not just for me, but Ludwig and everyone else that's called Logan Paul out, which was like half of the fucking competition, by the way. So it's just, I don't see why this ended up being a huge drama thing, because all of it's consistent with all of the shit that I've said on stream for like the last 6 months with Logan Paul. Since CopyZilla's last update on Logan Paul and CryptoZoo with the refunds, like where's the refund and where's all the money, following that and talking about it, I have maintained that as long as people are paid back, that's what matters. And as far as I knew, there were measures being taken place that were getting people their money back. That's a good thing, and hopefully Logan Paul can learn from this.
I love
kind of
this
shit won't happen again. All of the
Like, that was some weird routes. I'm not gonna lie. Those were some weird-ass routes I was seeing there. Fucking, like, boop boom. Like, that was weird, but who cares? I'm just playing an NCAA game. I didn't have to pay $5 billion for it. Legitimately, NCAA 14. It's like, to get it pre-owned on, like, Amazon or eBay and stuff like that, it's $100. I don't have that kind of money.
Here we go.
here's another quick example about me always being willing to talk to or at least engage with people that I have called out on a personal level. The Sneeko beef, the medium rare beef that I had with Sneeko that lasted for a while, culminated with me actually getting in a call with Sneeko and talking person to person about all of this shit. Just hashing it out. Well, not face to face because, I mean, obviously it's through the internet, it's the fucking cyberspace, it's not face to face, but it's the same thing. We directly talk to each other. So meeting.
Yes, there is an app that allows you to see a map of registered sex offenders. It's the biggest rising star in the live streaming world, Sketch, just set the internet on fire when some shocking information about his past came to light. It all started on Sunday night, July 7th, when a YouTube channel called Pocketbook uploaded a video called The Real Sketch, The Untold Story of Jamie Marr. The YouTuber revealed that in 2021, Kylie Cox, who we now know as Sketch, used to do homosexual X work on OF under the name Jamie Marr. Pocketbook claimed that they saw a comment on an Instagram post from King Hendrix, Sketch's favorite rapper, that encouraged people to Google Jamie Marr and that it was Sketch's NSFW alt account. From there, the YouTuber scrubbed the internet and found old Twitter pages and Reddit threads of Jamie Marr posting their content to advertise and gain subscribers to their OF account. I can't share this content to YouTube, but just for clarity purposes, the content consists of him performing X acts with men while often dressing in erotic women's clothing. This shocking news was then screenshotted from the YouTube video and shared to Twitter through the late hours of Sunday night and became trending Monday morning. As drama and news pages began sharing the information that Sketch was previously a homosexual OF creator, there was speculation as to whether or not it was real. Blackboy Max, a top 20 Twitch streamer and FaZe Clan member who was literally just hanging out with Sketch days before, was the first to react to the situation.
They saying your man's a femboy. Okay, so if he a femboy, he's a femboy, nigga. Like, bro, at the end of the day, people are who they are, bro. Like, if they came out, I'm gay, you wouldn't stop me, bro. I don't know if it's real, fake, I don't know nothing. You feel me? Don't come to me, I'm not a news reporter.
All I'm saying is, I've seen some crazy AI shit.
Facts, bro. Like, they literally made me and you kiss.
Facts.
Like, bro, like, you don't know. It look fake, bro.
In the day and age of insanely accurate AI and deepfake technology, many people like Max thought this was all fake, nothing more than the work of a master troll. Yet still, tweets like this were blowing up. Man who got Sketch tattoo back in March of this year tells me, I regret getting this tattoo. I look forward to getting it covered. Sneeko also chimed in on the situation with this tweet. Now, there were people showing support and giving Sketch the benefit of the doubt.
Whether Sketch is gay, bi, or straight, why the f do you care what another man does, okay? For someone who made a bunch of you guys laugh and have a good time, for you to go, oh, he's gay now? Yeah, that's really fucked up.
Steve Will Do It also tweeted, F anyone hating on Sketch. I love him to death forever and always. And then someone replied, that is fake. Sketch ain't gay. Steve said, who the F cares either way? That's his business. FaZe Rugg said, Sketch is one of the nicest, most genuine dudes I've ever met, and nothing changes that. The internet is so harsh it can put people in a dark place. Just remember he's human like everyone else too. Popular streamer Valkyrie said, nothing but love and support for Sketch. One of the nicest humans I've met. Then popular streamer Duke Dennis addressed the situation. He was being seen as the voice of reason.
Be honest, bro. I don't do it. Y'all shouldn't do it. If that's not what you into, then this shouldn't even be that big of a deal. You know, so I think y'all drag it. And that's even assuming if it's real. If it's real, cool. If it's not, cool. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, he grown. He can do whatever he want to do. I don't know why y'all do so much. And you know, motherfucker change, bro. That's the past. Why y'all bring up all this?
There's no real
whatever his
reason to
sexual
panic
preference
when you
is.
think about it. When does panicking ever really help? But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics. I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to two very simple things. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't have penalties. You do those things, David, and it'll beat you every time.
That's the difference between winning and losing. It's the small things, but find those things that you need to improve on, keep working on them, keep developing. Those things you do well, let's do those. Let's do more of those things more consistently.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
I don't take away the fact that he's a great guy. I met him. I've been with him. I've been around him. I've been hanging with him. I've been chilling with him.
Sorry. I made these jokes like boss. At
At the time the news broke, Sketch was in Los Angeles for a couple
behind.
weeks while collaborating with various FaZe Clan
But
members. We know
still.
this because of this tweet by FaZe Banks how Sketch initially reacted to the leaks. Not everything needs to be broadcasted and farmed, but since y'all want to jump to crazy assumptions, Sketch told me to post these receipts. All the FaZe boys were with him last night. Sketch was my homie yesterday, he's my homie today, he'll be my homie tomorrow. You guys are weirdos. The text message starts with Banks asking Sketch, "You awake? I'm sorry, bro. I didn't mean to involve y'all." Bro, what do you mean you're our boy? You didn't have to dip. You didn't involve us in anything, bro. You good? I'm over by airport. I didn't know what to do. I'm so sorry. Come back. You're good, dude. The boys pulled up on me and woke me up. They wanted to make sure you were good. You're good, bro. Come back. We're all here. You're the homie. I'll come now. I just need someone to talk to. We're all posted. Come back. You need me to call a car? On the way. Banks also shared a photo of Sketch coming back to the FaZe house at 11 p.m., as well as the sneakers and glasses Sketch is always wearing. But Banks' tweet made this story even more viral, because Sketch didn't outright deny the leaks and texted Banks, "I didn't mean to involve you," and "I'm so sorry." People took that as an admission of the leaks being real. Yet before mass speculation would outpour, Sketch decided to nip things in the bud and admit that it was all real in a live stream where 70,000 people tuned in to watch.
70,000? God damn, where were you before? Elephant in the room, I got a haircut. Okay, I'll start from...
Elephant in the room, I got a haircut. I would... If I'm not joking when I say this. If I had to do something like sorry, my brain just fried after the height. I go, oh, but if I had to like some shit in the future, like if I did something like that, like what Sketch did, leaked about me, I would definitely start it off if I had gotten a haircut before I started talking, just like elephant in the room. I got a haircut.
Top. Look at this, open and honest. That was me. That was me. It's okay, though. I will tell you what. Okay, 2 years ago, I did some stuff. I'm sorry if you've seen some of the stuff. You know, I'm a changed person. So 2 years ago, I did not have sexual relations with that man. I'm just kidding. I did. Possibly.
I did not. I did. Possibly. Maybe. Just maybe. Oh, God. Okay. Sure, this is like a really serious for a minute, all that shit, but now that's funny.
Catch out of bag. It's okay. What else do I have to say? I don't know. Thank you to all my people that have been sticking up for me. I understand if you're mad. Okay, I was dealing with some addiction problems. A couple of them. But no excuse there. But I guess. Yeah, that was me. I f***ed up. I won't do it again. I'm just kidding. Well, I am dead serious about not doing it again. That was a dark time. Rough time. You know, I'm owning up to it. But on a real note, I've been living under the threat of that coming out for like 2 years. Started social media, just kind of around, had that in my past. I'll tell you what, weight lifted off my shoulders. God is good. God is good. All the time. And I have a lot of people to credit for. I'll be honest, plan A was, and I will say candidly, was to probably eat a... probably to call it quits if this ever came out. But some people saved me. Shout out Banks. Shout out my parents. Like, shout out y'all. Like, I fucked up, but
I don't get the two shits if you take it like in the ass or not. Just fucking do what you want.
yeah,
simple,
that's about it though. Like, there's two things. One, you either be delusional and think it's never gonna come out, or two, what's the point after? The point after, not very good. If I was alone and I was at my house, I'd probably talk to you. But people at faith,
Does he have a YouTube channel?
to my friends that I've made,
If you're watching this already, probably the biggest smile of the world you've seen.
Oh God.
I'm just pulling your leg. The smile never kills anyone.
Man, I'm dying so much.
Anyway, the reason I'm so smart.
What's up, brother? It seems like every straight guy knows who's sketchy. Girlfriends are shocked that if they go up to their man, point their finger in the air, and say, "What's up, brother?" It's like an activation phrase, like Intralinks. Sketch is a young streamer who mostly plays Madden. Your boyfriend glowed for him. He's a crazy Texas fan, and his catchphrases are just infectious. He's even got professional athletes impersonating him. Sketch and Dixie are the screaming world Beavis and Butthead. They're having their moment right now, even though I'm still unsure why Tuesday is so special. What's up, brother?
They share one brain cell, don't worry. Their brain cells are interlocked. Wowzers. I'll follow Sketch. Real? Yeah, oh yeah, babe! Hey, my boy's playing NCAA as well! That's what I'm
Today is because after a long time of R&D testing, getting into the lab, combining chemicals like Professor Utonium, all kinds of advanced quantum calculations that would make Terrence Howard's head spin, we have finally perfected the technology required to allow you to come out of my computer screen and play my claw machine. I'm still pointing the wrong way. To play my claw machine.
Holy shit.
Completely through the comfort of your own home. This is what it looks like when you play my claw machine. Ignore the webcam there. I didn't realize I still had it turned on, so I'm just looking like a confused cryptid. And also ignore the frames here. It's a little laggy, but that's because my internet's being throttled and I'm downloading a game right now. So here going at 5 frames per second, but usually it's nice and silky smooth. Unfortunately, I didn't win anything right there, but I'm just demonstrating all of this. Like when you're actually playing the claw machine, it's extremely simple. I'm sure everyone here has played a claw machine at some point, so it's just taking that and digitizing it. Just putting it into the cyberspace so you can play the claw machine behind me during streams. Now, it's not in its final state yet. There's still a couple tweaks and changes we need to make because it is just too hard right now. This makes the Elden Ring DLC look like fucking Farmville. I'm dragging you into the 21st century kicking and screaming. Welcome to the future. Get with the program. We've got AI taking over with all kinds of doohickeys shoehorning AI tech into it. We've got auto blow whatchamahoozits, and now we've got man, I can't point the right way. We got a fucking claw machine that you can play from your house. I mean, what's next? This kind of magic would have you strung up as a witch a couple hundred years ago, but now, in today's society, it might just have you take home a very expensive item from my claw machine. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, this is something I've hyped up for like 8 months now, maybe even longer. GamerSup sent me this claw machine, and we thought it'd be really fun to use it as a really interactive thing for streams, so that way Twitch subs or YouTube members could just endlessly play the claw machine behind me and actually win real prizes out of it. So the idea was to use the cups in there and just put like a note card with a prize on it. And I mean like actually good prizes. So a high-end PC, so a Starforge PC, consoles, Xbox, PlayStation 5, Switch, just like bundles of money in there as well. So if you actually win something, you would get that prize. It tracks who wins, it even plays a cute little animation, and then you would give me the address you want me to send it to, and I'd send it out to you so you'd get your PlayStation, your PC, merch.
I want to try it.
And we've been talking on stream about, what would be some cool prizes to see, and we've got some really great fucking ideas. But, like I said, it's a little too hard right now because the GamerSubs cups are very difficult to actually get, like to actually pick up with the claw and drop into the victory receptacle. So the big change we're going to make with that is we're swapping them out with plushies, and I'm just going to tape a note card to it with the prize that you'd win if you win that. That should make it much more achievable. Now, I get this question a lot is, do you have to pay to play it as a Twitch sub or YouTube member? The answer is no. So the way that this works, I'm just going to break it all down. There is a Discord, which I'll put a link to in the description of the video, which is for Twitch subs and YouTube members. When you go to the Discord, it's going to be blank. You have to connect your YouTube account or Twitch account in order to see all the channels. Once you're in there, and once I go live on stream, anyone who's online will enter into a queue system to play the claw machine.
So I can become the
and
backup.
there is a bot that will ping you, send you a DM
I'm a
with a
freshman,
link to play the claw
and
machine
I'm
when it's your
almost
turn. You have a minute to accept the link before it goes to the next person,
senior.
and if you miss it, well, you just go to the bottom of the queue. And it all just depends on how many people are online and how long I stream for, how many times you play.
You know what? It's all this has just been practice. Dynasty. Continue. Welcome to Dynasty mode, where I may have said this before, but it's gonna be Notre Dame. This is a Notre Dame Dynasty, and I just want to do it all, man. This game, man. I love this.
Welcome to Dynasty Mode.
Cloud.
I'm Reese.
Yes,
Next,
Cloud.
It's time to select
Active
your
roster.
rosters. Choose to use
Default
the
roster, I
latest
guess.
EA Sports recommended roster, or choose. Now it's time to customize your Dynasty experience. Choose your settings, import your team builder created teams, and customize your conferences, complete with unique rules and protected rivals. It's
So,
now time to select your team.
School,
Do you want
Notre
to
Dame.
build a team from the
Fighting
ground up?
Irish.
And now you'll
Head
choose
coach?
where to start your
Let's
journey.
start
And
as a
here,
head
you'll
coach.
choose to create a coach of your own or use an existing. Now it's time to choose your coach archetype. Your starting choices are motivator, recruiter, and tactician. What is the most important thing to you? Acquiring players, maximizing player development, or
Let's go
putting your
recruiter.
team in the best position to succeed?
I just fucked up my own name. Let's go with that head. Okay, yeah, good enough.
Congratulations.
So it's just a queue system. First come, first serve. It just pings the people. You click the link, you then play the claw machine. If you win, we will then reach out to you to get the address to send the prize to. And that's kind of the way that it works, boiled down to the simplest brass tacks. Our engineers were big choice. To be honest, it wasn't like an easy task.
Welcome to the all-new recruiting system in EA Sports College Football 25.
So,
Our new
deal
recruiting
breaker.
system follows a three-stage recruiting process. Stage 1, add a player
Limited.
to your recruiting board. Once they are there, you can select actions to gain intel on what they value when it comes to committing to a school. Selecting actions also helps to get on a recruit's radar and can move you into their top schools. Once you're in a recruit's top 5, Stage 2 commences, allowing you to pitch to a player on the things your school does well that they value. If you're having trouble
do we
finding
need?
interest to match, try to use the sway mechanic to get a recruit to change their mind. Finally, when a recruit is ready, Stage 3 is all about you closing on the recruit. It's at this point you can host a recruit on campus, allowing you to focus on specific school strengths in an effort to get a verbal commitment from the recruit before signing
Anytime
day.
you see this unfinished in the corner, it means you're seeing footage from my beta. Chat, I played this April 29th. I tested it.
Yep, you're a deal breaker.
Quite done. There were a few things that were missing.
Pro potential.
But, I do
You
want
are
to
a
play
scrambler.
Dave
I played it as well.
ATH?
So, fair warning, there's not an active save system yet, so don't get stopped on it.
So I ran into a game-breaking bug. Like, I crashed the game. And,
What's it for?
Okay, is this your setup? Yep. Do you guys? You have 3 monitors? I do have 3 monitors. Gaming. I thought that was in chat. I was gonna say 2 people dead chat, but no, that's it. It's DMs.
Those constructors?
Oh my god, of course. Burn up soda. Jesus. Yeah. Oh yeah. Chat, on Sunday, I had my friends over to watch the MSI final, and I accidentally referred to them as chat, which was embarrassing. I was like, wow, that's kind of crazy, chat. They're like, what? Am I like giga short, or does this cube not have collision? Okay, it doesn't have collision. It might not have collision. Why does your flashlight get dimmer when you run? Because we had a mechanic, we had a whole stamina system, and it felt really clunky in some parts, so our way of forcing the player not constantly run.
You're our first guest in 2,920 days, 4 hours, 23 minutes, and 38 seconds.
Oh, shit.
I saw a crazy comment from this. Experience here at Indigo Park is the most fun it can be. Just hop on over to the registration center and take a look, where our friendly assistant will help you begin your adventure in the park.
So, he says like 2,980 days or something. And if you want, you can do the math on that, you know, divided by 365, and it's 8 years. But somebody commented, I think it was on Daco's video, and they said, did you know that if you ask Google how long that is, it's actually 8 years? And that just, it killed me a little bit. As if, like, Google's the only one who knows how many years, like, 2,000 days is.
Let me just be good.
The date is October 7th. Yep. Is that, like, when you started?
That's when I think David Barron's charity stream was.
Oh, yeah.
I would have changed it to October 7th, like 20XX, but the idea is it's like...
Thanks, Purple Man. Oh, hey, fun
Thanks,
fact,
Purple
somebody-
Man.
Oh, you don't see it. It says what your objective is. There's some tooltips that I think are specifically in the game because I got lost. I did my best to be like the most clueless I could possibly be.
Hold on.
That was in the house.
Giant objective thing on the left right now just went away.
Yeah.
You let's go ahead and
Sorry,
contact
I gotta
friends and
test your
family.
game from the perspective
You
of
let's,
an absolute idiot.
Yeah.
Can't find anything.
Let's
Zero
go-
stars, not well enough explained. Okay.
Well, I'm missing a gear. I got that.
Contact.
Yeah. Now I have to find gear.
It's
I will follow
in the
this
house.
cord.
And it's in the house. We want these players to be on our team by the end of the season. We want these players to sign up for us. Stop showing me stuff is in the zone zero. I already like the game.
Hold on. My mistake. The gate is not open. There seems to be an error message.
Right, so-
on the gate's power unit. Lucky you! You get to be the first person to try our turn on the generator
so they don't
mini
want
ramp
this.
adventure. Have fun!
So I also immediately started
Okay, they're
looking
number
around
one
in
on their
here,
schools.
and this was already implemented before I played. But once you come in
Number 4,
Indigo pilot.
3rd, 4th. Okay.
here, this
So I gotta hop on
closes so that you're
Minecraft
not allowed
server
to
real
go
quick. So
out of this room to look for the